looking at another example of managing variables and switching their behaviors, incrementing or decrementing based on position or a limit. So we've got four variables: an x position, so it's controlling the position of the line moving across the canvas; a hue variable, and then an increment for x position and an increment for hue. And if we go down through, we can see we've mapped color mode to 360. So the hue is set from 0 to 360. We've mapped that. We're using the hue to set the stroke color. The stroke weight is 1, and then we draw a line x position, then we increment the x position, and then we increment the hue. And if we look at the two conditionals, we've got an if for the hue, and basically if it goes less than 0 or greater than 360, it multiplies it by a negative number, so it either turns the increment to a positive 1 or a negative 1, and the same thing happens here. So if we look at it, it'll basically get up to here at about 360. It'll get to red, and then it'll flip back to pink. And so because each line is one increment of the color range of hues, which is 360 steps, it stops about here and then resets, which is about 360 pixels in. So other things you can look at, if we change the stroke weight to say 10, and we increment the line to 10, so now we draw a line every 10 that's 10 pixels wide, and we move it 10 pixels, we get a slightly different sort of effect, which is quite appealing. Yeah, so that's another example.